Sometimes self-improvement doesn't come about from big speeches or grand gestures. Sometimes it's just little things like buying donuts for the grandkids, making them do their homework, or getting behind a mop. Let me explain. So, hi, this is Opa. This is episode 3 of my evening review session where I journal the day's events, what I did, what I could have done better, what I want to do better tomorrow. And so let me talk about this day. So this morning, when I picked up my grandsons to watch them for the day, I came in, they were all excited. They each had a fistful of coupons from Dunkin' Donuts. Turns out they had gotten a mailer my son had that weekend. And evidently the kids made a great big project out of reading the coupons, discussing the various merits of each of the deals, and figuring out what they wanted to use with their coupons when Opa picked them up in the morning. So I walked into this, and boy, were they excited about Dunkin' Donuts. So I'll be honest, I really don't care all that much for Dunkin' Donuts. Wouldn't be my first choice, but they were super excited about it. And it wasn't about me. It was about their excitement. And looking back tonight, I realized that there's a lesson there. A lot of times, the right thing is to set aside your preferences and just enjoy the people that you love. So later in the day, my wife had to take her mother to some appointment, so it was just me and the boys doing our thing around the house, and everything was fine. They had, the oldest one has a journal that he's working on over the summer, and he's supposed to write a little bit every day. So it's like, all right, come on, let's go do some writing. It won't be that bad. And of course, he's like, oh, do I have to? I hate it. And so I just stayed patient, and I just kind of joked around about it a little bit. And oh, come on now, let's just sit down here. I had to lean on him a little bit, but I kept my cool. No point losing my patience or getting angry over that. And so I kept my composure, and in the end, he got it done, and we made a big deal about it, and then he was fine. And so that taught me a little bit about patience, that growth doesn't always announce itself. But tonight I can see a little bit of progress. I was at least cognizant of how I was feeling and how I was acting towards him. So after the boys went home, I had some time. My wife was still gone. So I thought, I'm going to get a little bit done around the house. So I made a point of picking up all their toys, straightening things up, getting some towels in the laundry. And I even went so far as to sweep the floor and mop the floor, because it was getting a little grimy after all the activity of the grandkids being over the weekend before. Now, normally I wouldn't brag about housekeeping, but here's the thing. The housekeeping was one of the things that my wife brought up to me that kind of brought about this whole practice of evening review. It was one of the things that was really annoying her about, what I was doing or not doing. And that was one of the things she pointed out where I wasn't pulling my weight around the house. And in hindsight, she was absolutely right. So for me, these chores weren't about getting a clean floor. It was about showing up a little differently, proving to myself and to her that I can change. And you know what? It felt good. It felt like a real sense of accomplishment. So today's lessons may sound simple. Enjoy the donuts, even if you don't like them. Keep your cool, mop the floor. But when I look closer, they're really about something much bigger. It's about being present, being patient, and being willing to change. And that, I think, is what this journey is all about. So thanks for joining me on episode 3 of this evening review series. If you've had moments like this, just small things, little victories, ordinary things that taught you something important, I'd love to hear about them. Leave something in the comments. It'd be great to share it and start a conversation. So otherwise, I'll be back Friday with another review of how things are going. And until then, take care of yourself and take care of each other.